We're just going to go through one we didn't touch on. This is almost part of the accent. Is when we go to the networks, we've discussed the people in the audience, but we've not discussed the presenters. And you would be amazed at how many people go to the networks who are actually presenting to the audience, who really haven't got a clue what they're doing. And what you've got to be careful of is that when you've got an audience of 30 or 40 people, first of all, the nerves kick in, which means the speed of delivery starts to go very, very fast. And I've got one of these, and then they start mumbling. So you've got the mumblers, the speed talkers, and the jitterbugs. We're all over the place. So what I would suggest, if you're going to do anything, if you get the chance to present to an audience, maybe you're presenting your product, or some of the networks, you actually stand up and introduce yourself and introduce your product. So make sure, first of all, obviously we've done appearance, so your appearance has got to be right because you're presenting your business. But also, the speed of speech when you're delivering to an audience is very, very important. You might get some old deaf ones like me who can't take it all in. The last 5 or 6 I've been to, I've no idea what they're saying.
Right.
And even some of the people who could hear had no idea what they were saying. Because what you tend to do, and they all do it, is give out far too much information. They have these things on the screen. There's massive big lists of what we do. We do this, we do that, we do that, we do that, and then we do that, and 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 we do that. And by the end of it, you're like that, thinking, what the hell are they talking about? So make sure that if you're doing a presentation, that the information you give out is basic and minimal. And the other thing I never understand is that if I was doing a presentation, a sales presentation to 30 people, then I would have 30 pieces of paper on the tables with the relevant points about the business. So they can see, yes, we do make these little green widgets. Yes, these widgets do that. This is where you buy them, and this is where you can contact me. You don't read much, you need a bit more explanation, and you need slow explanation. And you also need to talk directly to your people so that you're looking at them and you're speaking slowly to them and explaining what you do. Have you ever done a presentation?
You made us get up that one time at that big networking, New Brighton. You didn't give us any clue. It's like, get up there and talk about it. So there was no preparation.
Well, if I'd have preempted it, no one would have done it.
No, because there was like Mandy and there was Michelle, and it's like, get up and...
So how did it feel?
It's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you first get up. But I find if you do it first, then you can relax.
Full rehearsal.
Yeah.
Beforehand. Get it all set down, laid out, type it out in big words if you need to.
Yeah.
So you can see how you go from one subject to the next. There's a little explanation of what that first part of the business is. Then there's an explanation. For instance, we buy derelict properties. Shops in derelict areas, we refurbish them, and then we put new businesses in. When those new businesses are in, we train the people in the shops how to make a success of their business. Is that easy to understand? We buy derelict shops and we put people in and we train them up, and we do loads of training, lots and lots of training, and we sit with them and we go through them every week with this and that, and we train them like this, and then we buy more shops, and then we do them up, and then we do it. It's garble.
Yeah.
In fact, it's almost Thunderbirds, isn't it?
But then you've lost the audience.
You've lost the audience because you're garbling, you're jumping, you're throwing far too much information at them. It needs to be simple. We have a YouTube channel. We sit and discuss business development. We put it on YouTube. You can watch it for free and learn about your business. This is the channel. Can you read that? Yeah? Okay. Hope you enjoy it. It's simple. Nice and slow, slowly delivered, project it to the audience, and then you need to say, did you understand that? Nobody ever says that.
Right.
Did you understand what I have said? It's not a mistake. They always say at the end, any questions? And the problem with that is always some idiot gets up and asks something stupid, which you then have to explain. There's nothing you can do about that. But make sure it's slow. If you don't know how to do it, sit and talk to your phone. Video it.
I will look back on it. Right.
Watch it back and see if you understand it. If you're using a microphone, make sure you're not sticking it up your nose, which is what they do. Don't use a microphone unless you've used it before and you know what you're doing. And don't stick it right there because it'll just pop all over the place. Get a distance, project your voice into the microphone and speak slowly. And then people will understand what you're saying. So it's not an easy one. Again, you can use the mirror, go in the bathroom, talk to the mirror. Talk to me, mirror. And you'll be able to see what those people are saying. And you'll know whether or not what you're saying is understandable. So you're going home to record yourself? No. It's worth remembering.
Yeah, it is something that you have to learn it.
You have to learn. I mean, it's easy for me. I've been in the business since I was 10 years old. So
and to some people it comes quite naturally, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's simple because I've done that much of it. But I still had to learn it. I spoke too fast initially when I started. Yeah. And you tend to you want to sound like a Radio 1 DJ or something. It's no good. You've got to do it slow. Take it nice and slow.